Hi, welcome to C Tutorials. In this video I will be focusing on the present progressive tense. It is generally said that the present progressive is used in talking about actions or events that are in the process of happening right now. But we will see that there is much more to be said about the present progressive. This is why this video is presented in three parts. In this first basic video, I will be talking about the most general usages of the present progressive, its grammatical format, and some notes on adding ing to the end of verbs. The best way to understand the present progressive is to compare it with the present simple. So if you feel that you do not know enough about the present simple, I advise you to see the C tutorials on the present simple tense. The basic difference between the present progressive and the present simple is that the present simple is generally used in speaking about repeated habits or things that are fixed in time or always true. This is why it gives you a sense of permanence. The present progressive, on the other hand, is more temporary and connected to the moment. When I say, for example, that I am speaking to you, what I mean is that the action of speaking started in the past and will probably continue into the future, and right now the action is in progress. This is why the present progressive usually comes with expressions such as now, right now, at the moment, and at this moment. This is why when we are talking about a picture, we often use the present progressive. The things that you see in a picture often began before the picture was taken and probably ended after the picture was taken. Therefore, we use the present progressive to say that the action is in the process of happening in the picture. For example, in this photograph, we can say these people are sitting, this man is standing, this woman is taking pictures with her camera, and this man is painting. There are expressions that tell you that an action or event is in the process of happening. When you tell someone to look or listen, for example, you are inviting them to look at or listen to something that is happening right now. This is why you use a progressive verb after them. For example, you say, "Look, the birds are flying," or "Listen, he's coming." The second usage of the present progressive is talking about actions and events that are longer. These are events or actions that are not happening right now, but they are happening around now. We are living in a world in which sometimes many events and activities are taking place at the same time. Right now I am speaking to you. I started 5 minutes ago and I will finish this lesson in 10 minutes. I bought a book yesterday and started reading it. I will finish it tomorrow. I started building my house 2 months ago. I will finish it next year. At the moment I am not reading a book or building a house, but they both started in the past and will end in the future, so I can say I'm reading a book or I'm building my house. In these cases, we often use time expressions like today, this week, this month, or this year. Notice that today started this morning and will end tonight. In fact, none of these time periods is finished. The third common usage of the present progressive is talking about the near future. You see this expression, near future, in books, on websites, and you might have heard it from your teachers. The problem with this expression is that it is not very accurate. What is near future? Is it 2 days? 10 days? Is 1 month near future? In order to avoid this inaccuracy and this vagueness, it is better to call this usage of the present progressive arranged planned future. So what is arranged planned future? Understanding this will be easier if we compare it with going to. When I say I'm going to see the doctor, it means that I have decided to see the doctor sometime in the future, but I have not made any arrangements. In other words, this is planned future. But when I say I'm seeing the doctor, it means that in addition to having the plan, I have made arrangements. I have called the doctor's office and made an appointment. This is arranged planned future. We say that the present progressive refers to actions or events that are in progress. This progress is not always fast, but sometimes happens over the course of months, years, or over a lifetime. In fact, the next or the fourth usage of the present progressive is talking about things that change or develop slowly over time. Two examples are the growing of children or trees and global warming. So you might say your children are growing so fast, or the world is getting warmer every year. There are many usages for the present progressive, and we will talk about the more advanced usages in the next videos. Right now we will go on to talk about the grammatical structure of the present progressive. There is one basic difference between the simple tenses, present simple and past simple, and all of the other tenses, and that is the presence of an auxiliary verb or helping verb. In the present simple, there is no auxiliary verb. There is only one verb, and that one verb is the main verb. In the present progressive, the verb is made of two parts. The be part, that is the auxiliary verb, and the main part of the verb that ends in ing. When a verb has an auxiliary part, this auxiliary verb is used in making questions, negatives, and short answers. For example, look at these sentences. I am reading a book, you are reading a book, he is reading a book. If you want to make a question, you should change the place of the subject and the verb. As we said, it is the auxiliary verb that is used here, not the main part of the verb. The short answer of these questions also uses the correct form of the auxiliary verb. So you cannot say, yes, you're reading, no, I don't, yes, he reading. The correct answers to these questions are, yes, you are, no, I'm not, yes, he is. Now the same is true for the WH questions or information questions. When am I reading a book? Where are you reading a book? Why is he reading a book? The negative not also attaches to the auxiliary verb. I am not reading a book. You are not reading a book. He is not reading a book. The short form of the auxiliary may also be used. Aren't. You aren't reading a book. Isn't. He isn't reading a book. Notice that am not does not have a short form. Now, let's talk a little about spelling. We know in order to make a progressive verb, we need to add an ing to the end of the verb. Sometimes adding this ing changes the spelling of the original verb. Sometimes the end of the verb has an e. When the ing is added to the end of these verbs, the e is omitted. For example, the final e in come or write are dropped, and coming and writing do not have e's. This does not happen when we have a double e at the end of a word, like in agree or see. These e's are pronounced and are part of the pronunciation of the word, so we keep both e's in agreeing and seeing. When a final consonant follows a short vowel in a stressed syllable, this final consonant is doubled. For example, in the one-syllable word sit, or the two-syllable word regret, the final syllable is stressed, and the final consonant follows a short vowel, so the words sitting and regretting have double T's. If this final syllable is not stressed, like in audit and budget, the consonant is not doubled. If the vowel is not a short vowel, like in meat or in seal, again the consonant is not doubled. Notice that spelling rules of words ending in Y are often different. So the Y's at the end of the one-syllable word play and the two-syllable word enjoy are not doubled. When an L follows a vowel in the end of a word, as in control and travel, in British English the L is doubled. So in British English we spell the words controlling and traveling with double L's, but in American English we spell them with a single L. Finally, when a word ends in IE, as in tie or lie, the IE changes to Y. So the words lying and tying are spelled with Y's in the progressive tense. This is the end of the C basic tutorial for present progressive. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you are more advanced, I invite you to watch the intermediate and advanced videos for present progressive. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.